The theological system of spiritual Christianity offers a coherent reconciliation between the immutable, non-spatial nature of Jehovah and the depictions of God as a being that undergoes change found in Holy Scriptures. These depictions serve a purpose within the context of human comprehension and spiritual development, enabling finite beings to grasp aspects of the infinite divine reality. Spiritual Christianity posits that enlightened reason immediately assents to the truth of Jehovah's immutability and transcendence beyond space and time. Yet, the Holy Scriptures often present God as a being who changes his mind and spatial position. This apparent contradiction can be reconciled by understanding the nature of divine communication. Jehovah is not subject to spatial or temporal limitations. He is not extended in space, nor does he precede spatial existence. These finite attributes must be seen as appearances, crafted to convey higher truths to those whose understanding is rooted in the physical and sensual realms. The teachings for spiritual Christianity explain that Scripture's portrayal of God in finite terms is a deliberate adaptation to human comprehension. This method allows those who have yet to develop their rational and spiritual faculties to grasp divine truths. The purely divine truths of the spiritual or internal sense are presented in a natural and even sensual garb. This adaptation ensures that spiritual concepts are accessible to all, regardless of their level of spiritual enlightenment. A key tenet of this spiritual perspective is that Jehovah, the one only perfect being, possesses no extension or mutation, either external or internal. Once this universal truth is firmly fixed in the mind, it enables one to interpret scriptural passages that depict God in finite terms correctly. These passages are not literal descriptions of Jehovah as he is in himself, but rather symbolic representations tailored to human comprehension. For instance, in the book of Revelation in the Bible, Jehovah is called the beginning and the ending, the first and the last, the Alpha and the Omega. While these titles appear to refer to God in a temporal and spatial sense, they do not describe his essence. Instead, they denote his role as the source of all existence. In Jehovah there is no beginning or ending, no first or last, as these are attributes of imperfect or finite beings. The infinite perfection of Jehovah precludes any relative degrees of perfection or progression in time. Jehovah, or the Lord, is called the beginning and the ending, the first and the last, not because he possesses any temporal sequence or spatial limitation, but to signify that all things originate from him. He is the inmost producing cause of all variety in existence, both in man and nature. Without Jehovah, nothing could exist. This conceptual framework allows for the understanding that scriptural depictions of God's actions and attributes are symbolic, designed to bridge the gap between finite human comprehension and the infinite divine reality. The teachings for spiritual Christianity provides a profound and nuanced approach to understanding the nature of Jehovah and the purpose of scriptural representations. By recognizing the immutable, non-spatial essence of Jehovah, believers can reconcile the finite depictions of the Lord in the Bible with the enlightened reason that acknowledges God's transcendence. The adaptation of divine truths to human comprehension ensures that all individuals, regardless of their spiritual maturity, can access and engage with the divine. This spiritual perspective underscores the infinite perfection and the foundational role of Jehovah as the source of all being, transcending any finite or temporal limitations.